Hey, good morning. How's it going? So all of a sudden this morning, this woman talks to me every time I push the buttons on Zoom. I'm not sure what exactly is happening. It's like the Siri of Zoom all of a sudden. This is being recorded. This is not being recorded. And I got so flustered that I think I forgot to share the audio. So I had two awesome songs for you this morning and there was no music being broadcast is what I'm thinking. So we'll have to play those tomorrow. That's all right. They were good ones. I was rocking out, but I realized nobody else was. So hopefully you were humming along in your own head. All right, let's get started this morning. I have a quick video for you.
You love her. You cherish her. But let's face it, she's a lot.
I can't eat anything here.
Because she's provocative. Because she's magnetic. Because there's always something.
There's nobody good here.
You give her the sun, the moon, and the stars. But for now, give her something to distract her. Cartier presents the diamond-encrusted fidget spinner. 14-karat gold embedded with princess-cut diamonds designed to calm her because she, quote, has anxiety.
It's so fast.
You do you and her do that.
I'm balancing it.
She's vivacious. She's feisty. She told you she's thinking of opening a restaurant. And you're like, I guess. Give her something to focus on, because let's face it, she's been reading The Goldfinch for 2 years. She litters. She has to take cabs because her Uber rating is so low. When she's around gay men, it's exactly how you think it would be. And you know she's a completely different person with her family.
Hi, Daddy.
Intriguing, addictive, a way to pass the time. I'm talking about the fidget spinner.
Hey, can we go? I'm really sick. Hey.
Okay.
Cartier fidget spinner. Because God, this sex is good.
All righty. I think every once in a while I need one of those fidget spinners because my goodness, it's hard to stay focused all the time. Speaking of focus, where are my good friends from Westport Mortgage?
Hello,
There
Rick.
he is. Good morning, Paul. How are you?
Oh, let's see. Fabulous. I got my fidget spinner here. So, no
Is
problem.
it diamond encrusted?
No, sorry.
All right, we'll have to work on that.
So, good morning, everybody, and welcome to my Monday morning Mortgage Minute Madness. I am Paul Leibowitz at Westport Mortgage, where we are always helping realtors sell and helping buyers buy. So this morning, I want to talk about our jumbo product. You know, with the rise in sales prices, and quite a few of them have crossed into the $1 million to $1.5 million range. For some buyers, this means that their down payment isn't stretching as far as they had hoped. Well, we have a product for that, and it's our jumbo product. And it's great because it goes all the way to $2 million at 90% loan to value. So 10% down on purchases all the way to $2 million. And there's no mortgage insurance. So this is a really great product to help somebody get in with a minimum down payment and no mortgage insurance. You know, we've also actually used this product recently for to rescue some deals, because with that rise in prices also comes sometimes fairly high level of appraisal misses, I'll call them. So when the appraisal comes in low, maybe the borrower was planning on 20% down and they had the financing was all set. But now you've come in just a little bit low. Maybe it's coming at $1.4 million instead of $1.5 million. This product allows you to switch from that 20% down, go down to 10% down, save the deal, still bring it home. And without the mortgage insurance, the difference in the monthly numbers is relatively innocuous. So again, our jumbo product, 10% down all the way to $2 million loan amounts. And this is purchase. It's also cash out for those refis. So again, we are Westport Mortgage, your mortgage partner since 2007. And thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Paul. We appreciate that as always. What great info. 10% down up to $2 million. Doesn't get better than that, right? Sounds
actually, especially with the rates today, I forgot to mention, I priced it out this morning at 3.375%, 10% down, no mortgage insurance.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Sounds like everyone should just go out and sell a $2 million house this week. I know I signed a bunch of checks this last week for $2 million properties. They're rocking and they're rolling. And for those of you who are on the receiving end of those funds, they're kind of the fun ones, aren't they? Let's just make that the norm and work half the year. Woohoo! All righty, let's keep moving. A couple of quick announcements for you before we get into our main content. Anyone who sold a house in the last few days, don't forget to go ahead and send that golden email to our insurance partner at Safeguard. Sue Ringer is waiting for your referrals, and I am waiting to put your name on the wheel of names for Wednesday with those referrals. So anybody who sold a house in the last couple of days, let's make sure that we get that out today. If you don't have that in your system yet, go ahead and add that in so that you are automatically pushing that out there. And then anybody who sold a house in the last couple of days or listed a house in the last 24 to 48 and wants to push those through our concierge services, do avail yourself of that this morning as well. If you need some assistance on the concierge services side, I will be doing a 1 o'clock session tomorrow to walk you through how to do that. So do watch for that. Calendar reminder, June the 8th, for those of you who are unable to attend our risk reduction sessions in April, June 8th is the last and final one in terms of availability on that. So do make sure that that is in your calendar. 4 to 6 p.m. on June the 8th, last chance for risk reduction. That is our one required session of the year. So if you didn't catch it previously, you do need to be there on June the 8th. Also watch for your leadership reaching out to you this week. We are starting our conversations, our one-on-one conversations, if you choose to have one, about your opportunity to choose our new compensation models, which do launch next week on June the 1st. So watch this week for one-on-ones. For those of you who are May, June, or July anniversary dates, we will be starting with you this week. All righty. Oh, and don't forget, of course, this is our Masterminds week. Last week of the month is always our Masterminds week. So cappers, you are today at 1 o'clock. All Agent Business Mastermind tomorrow at 1 o'clock, and Thursday, sorry, not tomorrow. All Agent Business Mastermind is Wednesday at 1 o'clock. So cappers today at 1 o'clock, all agents Wednesday at 1 o'clock, and then Rainmakers of Teams Thursday at 1 o'clock. So 1, 1, and 1 Wednesday, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I'll get it at some point. And to think I rehearsed this for this morning, my goodness, imagine if I was just winging it. So the idea of getting together with your peers and masterminding around challenges and successes, massively powerful. So don't miss an opportunity. You are in business with really, really smart people. So don't miss the opportunity to brainstorm with them. Alrighty, so 2 quick things I wanted to bring to you this morning. And the first is where you're going to go to choose how you're going to start paying the adapted support fee, right? We've gone from tech fees and E&O and annual profit share, all that stuff that we've been talking about for the last 6 months about monthlies and plus annual E&O, into one simple annually paid support fee. And so I want to just bring you exactly where you're going to go. And the first thing I want to just show you is why we're doing this, right? And so why we're doing this is because our research shows that most of our competitors in terms of errors and omissions insurance, plus any kind of tech fees they have, plus any other kind of participation fees they have, on average are about $1,000. There are companies, guys, where just E&O is $700. We learned in our research. Some of you maybe have come from those organizations. Part of the benefit of size is that we get to bring to you economies of scale. Instead of just continuing to charge you high numbers, we constantly look at that to figure out ways we can save you money by not pocketing the difference between what it costs to actually have an E&O policy for all of you and what we know we could get away with charging you, right? And so this graph just kind of shows that our competitors are about $1,000 on average for all of their local participation fees. Our old system of monthlies plus an annual E&O fee was averaging around $700. And with this brand new system, we've been able to chop that, not quite in half, but we got pretty close. We chopped a third of it off. So now it will go to an annual $499 fee. So just so you can see how that looks, I offer you that. And let me now show you where you're going to go to choose which way you'll pay that, because you do have 3 different ways to pay it. That fee now starts on July the 1st. So your annual fee will now run July 1 through the end of June of the following year. You go to the same place that you go for your concierge services or your training calendar. It's kw203services.com, kw203services.com. Dan, if you can put that in the, thank you very much. Man after my own heart, thinking ahead. So what you do is you go to kw203services.com and you scroll down. Here's your new listing entry and your accepted offer compliance opportunities for concierge. If you keep going, right here at the bottom, it says, click the button below to choose your agent support fee pay structure. And so when you say get started now, it will bring you to this screen, which talks about exactly what that support fee is and how we're combining and reducing that number from what it used to be. And then you choose one of the 3 ways that you get to pay. You can either just have that billed to you in July for the $499 and just pay it with a check or credit card. You can certainly pay out of a single closing, and the single closing will be either in June, July, or August. Please note that if you do choose that, we'll just deduct the $499 from your next closing between now and the end of August, right? So it'll just be that next closing, June, July, or August. And the third way is you can pay in 3 installments on invoices in June, July, or August. So all at one time, spread out over 3 months or out of your next closing. As long as we're all finished by the end of August, we're okay with whatever way you choose to handle that. And then you'll just click submit at the bottom, and we will take action based on what it is you tell us. Couldn't be simpler, right? Everyone say right. Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. Just making sure that my mic was still on. Siri hasn't told me your mic is still on yet this morning. So it's like Zoom Siri. I don't know who she is or where she came from, but she keeps talking. All righty. So our main content this morning is I want to just talk a little bit about questions. Questions, right? We talk a lot about practicing a consultative style of real estate here, right? And that's about us asking questions of the clients to help them self-discover the best answers for them to be successful in what it is they're looking to do. And what I wondered this morning was, what if we turned that consultative approach around on ourselves? What if we started looking in the mirror and asking ourselves questions? What if we chose questions that drove the answers that we were actually seeking, right? Remember, the size of your questions will determine the size of your answers. Put another way, the more powerful the question that you ask, the more powerful the answer you will find. Do you write out questions? Do you ask yourself a question before you go to bed at night so that your brain can spend all night finding that answer? Do you ask yourself a question in the morning so your brain and your RAS, right, that reticular activation system in the back of your head that kind of just seeks out, searches for the things that you tell it subconsciously to look for, is seeking out an answer to that all day long. So if you started to utilize questions to help you succeed, what questions could you begin asking yourself in order to find big, powerful answers in your life or in your business? Questions like, how do I live the biggest life possible? How do I become the best version of myself? What will I do to positively influence the world? What activities do I need to focus on in order to create the wealth that I desire? What am I willing to commit to in order to look a certain way or achieve at a certain level? What will I do to help my team succeed at the highest level? What does me at my happiest look like? What will I do to get there? A couple of pointers on when you're writing these questions, because this is fun. For the first time at a 9 a.m. Zoom, or maybe the second time, you're going to have homework and you'll have a whole week to do it. So stay tuned because you're going to hear the homework. Watch, the numbers are going to start to plummet, 99, 98. Oh no, they went up. Look at that. Jeannie must have texted somebody and said, oh, we have homework, get on. She's smiling, but she knows she loves that homework. All righty. So a couple of quick tips. Remember, when you're writing out these questions, it's not about what you can do. Don't ask yourself, what can I do? Because then your brain just makes a big, long list of stuff. Ask yourself, what will I do? Because now that's pushing you towards commitment, right? That's pushing you towards action. And remember that powerful questions always lead to additional questions, right? How do I become the best version of myself? Boy, what a great question that is. But doesn't it bring up 77 other questions that you might need to answer to figure that out? And so you know you've hit a really powerful question if in fact it starts to bring to you a whole bunch of other really powerful questions. I'll give you a quick example of one that's been knocking around my brain the last week. Jason Abrams asked this on our leadership call a week ago today. He said, are your competitors feeling as much pressure from you as you feel like you're feeling from them? Oh man, he asked that question and I thought, I don't know the answer to that. How much pressure should we be exerting? Are we exerting pressure? Do people in our industry wake up and fear you all? I don't know. I think it's a pretty powerful business question. Do your competitors even know you exist? Or are they panicked that you're going to get to the seller before you because they know that when you arrive first, bam, that listing is gone? How much pressure are we exerting? And do others feel it? Is that important? I think it's powerfully important, right? I've spent an entire week answering the question at the market center level. I would encourage you to answer that question in your listing and sales business. Do your competitors feel the pressure? Or are you just feeling the pressure, right? If it's only you feeling the pressure and you're not exerting it back, A, that is no fun. And B, you're likely not climbing. You're not playing offense. You're kind of working from defense there. So here's the homework. Challenge yourself to write out at least 5 powerful business or life-changing questions. What 5 questions will you write between now and next Monday morning? And next Monday morning, I'm going to ask for some volunteers to share those powerful questions, because the powerful questions you come up with are likely to assist and impact others in our world. And so let's do each other a favor and write out some powerful questions about a direction we want to take our business, about a direction we want to take our life, about what we want our brains to be solving for us. And then let's come back together and share as many as we possibly can. Sound like a fun plan? Okay, your enthusiasm bowls me over. I think it's going to be hot. So we'll see. If we get at least 100 people on next Monday's call, we'll know it was a good idea. If we get 12 of us having a conversation around questions, we'll know it wasn't such a hot idea. I'm okay either way. All right, guys. I hope that was helpful for you today. Think about the questions you'll ask because you'll get the best answers when you ask the best questions of yourself. Have an awesome day. Cappers, I'll see you at 1 o'clock. Everybody else, we'll see you later. We'll see you at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. I love you. Take care. Bye-bye.